What's up, everyone? Welcome back to After the Storm, and we are back with episode number 7 of the NHL 2005 Franchise Mode series. So far, a pretty damn good start to this season, 5-1-0, the only loss coming against the Ducks. We're coming off, I think it was a shutout win or a 2-1 or something. Against, who do we play? LA, maybe? Who do we play in that game? Oh, the Oilers, right. 1-0 Oilers victory there. That was a very close game. A lot of fun for that one. Probably the best one so far of the mode. But now we're on to the Phoenix Coyotes at this time, not the Arizona Coyotes. We previewed the matchup in the last episode, but we'll go ahead and do it again here. We've got them beaten pretty much this is actually, defensively, they're a pretty solid team. Penalty kills doing really well. I think this was a big issue with NHL 2004 as well. The penalty kills were all at like 99%. Guessing that a lot of these penalty kills, ours is only at 68, but it seems like this is a issue from 2004 that's coming into 2005 as well. Taking a look at the goaltending matchup, we clearly have the advantage in this one. David Abisher against Brian Boucher. Boucher just not that great of a goaltender at this point. This was his era where he just kept getting these really long shutout streaks, so he was like a very streaky goaltender. He's not 94 overall, so we should have the advantage here. This was the one place where we had a disadvantage when we played Anaheim, and of course lost the game. So that might be one of the biggest things in this game, is having that goaltending advantage, having that better goaltender is going to be what wins us hockey games. So I thought I would go and just, before we start the game, we would quickly go in and take a look at some of the power play percentages, and I think this is pretty normal. I think this is, early season especially, some teams are going to be really hot like we are on the power play right now. One of the big things I'm noticing already, though, is, of course, our total power plays are probably 20 lower than most teams. Yep. Nearly 20 opportunities lower than the Edmonton Oilers, for instance. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Flyers are sitting here at 73%, or 73, rather, opportunities. Which I think, again, this was an issue with 2004 as well. So I think it's going to come with the goaltending, power play, and penalty kill special teams wise in this game. We're going to have this same thing happening where the power play might be really high for us because we're scoring on them and we have so many less opportunities. But for a team like Philadelphia, who has played 6 games, they've had over 10 power plays per game so far. They're not really scoring on them too much. That's going to drive the percentage down. So my guess is most power play percentages are going to be around 6%, which is what they were in NHL 2004. And then going over here, and we're taking a look at Washington. They've been in the box 95 times already this season. That means they're taking almost... Oh, Jesus. How many penalties is that? If they've played 5 games, that's nearly 20 penalties a game. They've played 6 games. Yeah, they're taking like 15 penalties per game at least, if not more. Those are ridiculous numbers. By comparison, we've taken 16. That's pretty damn high for 6 games so far in this series. Actually, that's pretty low. We'll rephrase that. 2 penalties per game, probably a little bit low. The average would probably be closer to about 18 to 24 penalties. So these teams here are in a nice little average area. But for the rest of this is ridiculous. You can't take that many penalties. The issue here is, again, we're going to see a lot of penalty kills that are in the high 90 percentages, even if they're terrible, because they take so many penalties and they don't get scored on very often. So an issue that plagued NHL 2004 was a high penalty kill percentage, a very low power play percentage, and of course the goaltending save percentage numbers just never got up anywhere close to anything. In 2004, we had Felix Potvin on the Flyers, and he was just phenomenal. He had like a 920 save percentage, and that was like 30 points higher than the next closest, who was like, Nikolai Habibulin. So it's very clear just by looking at this that, the games weren't very well balanced, or I should say the sim engine wasn't very well done in these old games in those regards. So I'm not even sure why that would be. You'd figure with more power plays, more penalties in general, more shots would go on goal for the goaltenders, but it looks like if you take a look at some of the goaltenders in this, it looks like they're just letting in a lot of goals on very little shots. So David Abisher has faced 96 shots in his 5 games played so far. So he's averaging under 20 shots per game against. Taking a look at Thibault, he's faced 95 in 4 games, so he's going a little bit higher, well over that 20 average mark. Kevin Weeks, in 7 games, has faced 176 shots. 176, that's over... Good lord, guys. I'm gonna calculate this out really quick. 176 shots in that many games. 176 shots in 7 games. 176 divided by 7 is 25 shots per game. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought he'd be closer to like 30 or 40. Still, he's facing 25 shots per game. It's pretty large. But as you guys can see, like a 371 goals against average and 852 save percentage is back up as a 792. Like we looked at Tommy Salo, he had like a 779 or something like that. The goalies get shelled a lot in these games, but the save percentage just does not seem to come up. But we're not going to wait around any longer, guys. We're going to get right into the game. Game number 7 of the season, looking to keep our hot start going in the first 10 games of the year against the Phoenix Coyotes. Welcome to Glendale, Arizona, the home of the Phoenix Coyotes. We've got a Western Conference swing tonight. The Coyotes and the Avalanche coming up next. As we set to play tonight, the Colorado Avalanche come in, winners of 5 of 6 to start the season, a lone loss a couple games ago to the Anaheim Ducks. And for the Coyotes, a bit of a struggle to start this one. The draw 1, Sakic there, finds Blake, who moves it immediately to Hayduk. He works his way in, Morris there, tied up. Comrie will find it and moves it over to the captain, Shane Doan. Pass is intercepted, but it's returned. Nagy centering it in front. He wouldn't find a body there. Hayduk coming back in. Moving around. Back in front to Sakic. A shot. Boucher gets the save. Comrie starts back in for the Coyotes. Comrie, the smaller forward, against Rob Blake there, who's been a physical presence to start the season. The puck is turned over, and Hayduk will bring it back the other way. Sakic offside. Tanguay, though, takes a big hit from Comrie. Moves it down to Shane Doan. Doan takes a hit there. Sakic knocking him over. Captain on captain hit. Here's Tanguay. Tanguay finds Hayduk. Back in front to Tanguay and scores! Alex Tanguay, his 2nd of the season. A pretty passing play with Milan Hayduk. And the Avalanche take a 1-0 lead early on the road. Back on the draw, Langkow, he's going to lose it to Forsberg, who takes a big hit there from Palmara. Hulse coming back, loses it into the zone. There's Correa. Hot start to his season here in Colorado. Works it down low, tried to find Solani. He couldn't, but it finds its way to Forsberg. Solani shoots from a sharp angle, hits the side of the net. Langkow the other way. Sjöström. Sjöström takes a big hit from Lyles. Moves it over to Forsberg. The Avs bring it back in. Forsberg stops up. Correa, side of the net. Sharp shot. Again, hits the side of the net. Back in. For a pass. Forsberg. Back the other way. Forsberg, shot. Blocked. Into the corner, though. Change on for Colorado. Hulse is going to bring it out for Phoenix. Offside. John Michael Lyles, the young, speedy winger, not afraid to lay in the body at times. 8:35 to go in the first period. The early goal from Alex Tanguay, the difference so far. Here's Sakic. He got through 2 defenders, but couldn't get that shot away as Boucher easily grabs it and covers up. Nicolishin on the draw, wins it. It's turned over quickly though. Doan, the captain for the Coyotes, back the other way, finds Comrie, a backhander goes just wide. Scratchtons will pick it up in the corner and work it back out, but he's pinned against the boards there by Comrie. Tanabe, back in, finds Nagy. It's turned over. There's Doan though. He gets a shot, it's blocked. Might have hit his own man in front. Barnaby, back in. Svatos there. Looking to get a shot off. He moved it back to Barnaby, and a great stop by Boucher with the pad. And he'll hold on. Sakic and Rupp on the draw. Sakic won it. Moved it across, but Ferentz was there to intercept. Here's Westrom. He takes a big hit from Blake. Blake the other way. He's going to lead it into the zone. Stops up. Looks for an outlet. Finds Tanguay. Tanguay again looking for his second of the game, second of the period. And he's stopped point blank there by Boucher. Back the other way it comes. Pass. Broken up. Sakic will bring it into the Phoenix zone. Takes a bump there. Puck into the corner. Hayduk behind. There's Tanguay. Oh, 2 chances there. Tanguay the first one and Hayduk on the rebound. 2 big stops there by Brian Boucher. As we hit the final minute of the period. Sakic rather. Shot on. 2 chances. What saves by Brian Boucher. As Brad Ferentz is going to go off for interference. As yet, he took Alex Tanguay right out of the play there. Brian Boucher keeping his team in the game so far. 42 seconds to go in the period. Here's Hayduk. He takes a hit. Doan moves it over to Rupp into the Colorado zone. Rupp takes a hit from Blake that time. Here comes Hayduk looking. Finds Blake. Blake over to Tanguay. Moves it back to Foot. Back to Hayduk. Shot. Oh, what a stop. Down and out. Brian Boucher got the pad there. Rupp with a shot. Final seconds here. Hayduk. And he won't get the shot away as he stepped up on. And that'll draw the first period to a close. Brian Boucher stellar, but Tanguay's goal, the difference. 1-0 Avs. Second period right around the corner. Tickets are available at the box office. Coyotes outshot 7-1 in the first period. Opened this period up on the penalty kill with 1:18 left in that penalty to Brad Ferentz. Forsberg wins the draw. Forsberg. Shot on, stopped by Boucher. He's been great to start this game. Solani moves it across. Correa finds Forsberg. Vaughn and back to Correa. Scores! Paul Correa continues sniping to start this season. His 6th goal in 7 games to start. That one, Boucher got a piece of it, but there's just no defense being played in the Phoenix zone right now. Causing many shots against Boucher. 2-0 Colorado. Sakic and Comrie on the draw. Sakic wins it. Hayduk finds Blake. Sakic there. He takes a hit. Nagy on the wing entering the zone. Nagy stood up by Blake. Still got the puck. Down low. Takes a big hit there from Blake that time. Blake leading the charge back into the Phoenix zone. Blake stops up. Pass. Blocked. There's Sakic though. A point blank shot. Stopped by Brian Boucher. Here's Derek Morris getting a big hit on Joe Sakic. Forsberg loses that draw to Damon Lankow. Back the other way, looking for a lane. He did. He found it, but he shot the puck wide. Here comes Solani, leading it back. He makes a move. It's turned over. Here's Cleary. Cleary entering the zone. Shot. Patted away by Abisher, and it'll be brought back into the zone. Not very far, though. Solani takes a hit, and Cale Hulse leads it back. Moves it towards. There's Sjöström. Sjöström to Hulse. Langkow. Shot stopped. Sjöström still in front. All day in the slot. Sjöström got that one away, but a pad stop by Abisher. Back into the zone, a hit. Lyles finds Solani. Solani takes that hit from Doan. He's going to turn it back. Doan. Ridden off the puck, he retrieves it, finds Nagy in front, and Nagy is going to get Phoenix on the board on a great dish from the captain, Shane Doan. Nagy's got his 6th of the year. So he continues his hot start. A 2-1 game. A solid start to this period for the Coyotes, getting their way back into it. There's Vonanen. He loaded up a slap shot and he was hooked off by Suchi. Suchi back in, bombed by Nikolitin, turns it over, but Nikolitin's going to ride that one down the ice. Svatos there first to the puck. Svatos in front. Oh, he had Boucher down dead to rights, but couldn't get the shot away. Back into the zone now. The pass finds Suchi. Suchi back in front to Johnson. What a stop initially by Abisher, but the rebound finds its way to Eric Westrom, and he's got his 1st of the season on a rebound. And just like that, this game is tied up as Phoenix has dominated this second period. 2-2 the score halfway through the second. Morris bringing it out of the Phoenix zone. Derek Morris looking for an outlet. He takes a big hit from Blake. Back to Doan. Nagy and Doan both with opportunities there, but Abisher makes a much-needed save to calm it down. Forsberg wins that draw. He'll bring it out with Solani on his wing. Forsberg takes that hit. It's turned over, almost. Langkow finds Sjöström into the zone. Sjöström takes a hit from Lyles. Almost turned back over. Roosevelt there. Solani. Solani into the zone. Working around. Tried to get that pass through. He couldn't. Palmara back the other way. Langkow. Spin move. Great shot off. Creative way to get a shot there, but Abisher was ready for that one. Solani back the other way. Mara again. Second takeaway of this shift. Langkow again. He's left off. Lyles. Speeding through. Gonna try to find an outlet maybe. Back finds Solani, but Solani stood up and dropped right in front of the net. The change will be on for Colorado. A 3-on-2 back the other way for the Coyotes. Langkow. His pass doesn't find its mark. Nagy returns it in the corner though. Sakic in the final seconds of the second. Will he get a shot away? He can't. The second period ends. A back and forth tilt. Korea made it 2-0. But shortly after, the Coyotes storm back with 2 of their own to tie up the game. Third period coming up next. A strong second period from the Coyotes after only managing 1 shot in the first period. And here we are, a tied game. One team needs to win 20 minutes here. Here comes Nikolitin. Shakes off a check. Scratchins there. Nagy on a breakaway. Vladislav Nagy in. Shot stopped by Abisher on the breakaway. Langkow on the draw. He'll lose it to Sakic. Sakic there. 2-on-2. Coming back with Hayduk. Sakic takes a big hit from Mara there. It's had a very strong game for the Coyotes. Sjöström. Back. Looking for an outlet. Finds Langkow. Shot. Cleary. What a stop. 2 stops by Abisher there. Diving on that one. Here's Sjöström again, and he finds a way to get that puck into the net. And the Coyotes take a 3-2 lead. A flurry in front of the net. And the defensive lapse for the second time tonight in front of David Abisher results in a goal. 3-2 Coyotes in the third. Comrie wins the draw. Back to Tanabe, who will bring it into the zone. Tanabe there, finds Nagy. Back in front to Comrie, scores! Mike Comrie. His third of the year, 4-2 Coyotes lead as they have shifted the momentum of this game entirely. Sakic winning that draw. A very good start for the Avalanche in this one, but it has all gone wrong since. Can they work their way back? Lots of time here in the third. Here's Hayduk. He's checked. Penalty upcoming to the Avalanche. Rupp back the other way. Takes a hit. Sakic touches up the puck. And he's going to head off for hooking. And couple periods here that have gone from bad to worse for the Colorado Avalanche. So Nikolitin will win the draw. Or no, he won't. Lankow's got it. Back down the ice, though. May as well have won the draw. Power play starting out, their breakout. Looking to enter the zone and find an outlet. Nagy takes a big hit. Strashton takes a big hit in the neutral zone for the Avalanche. Here's Lankow, his shot. Stopped by Abisher. He's going to find Solani, though. Solani looking to have some offense here on the penalty kill. Solani. Back in front to Nikolitin. A great shot. Stopped by Boucher. Lankow. Tied up. Finds Solani on the wing. Solani back in. Looking for a chance. He's going to be stood up at the line there. Back into the zone and offside. Foot laying the body on Damon Lankow there. Just over a minute left on the Phoenix power play in this one. Here comes Comrie. He's got the 4-2 goal. Turned over there. Mara finds the puck. Mara finds side of the net, and Abisher's going to hold that one. Cover that puck. Duke on the draw. Comrie will win it. Mara looking back out for Comrie. Back in front there. A good backhander. He got it right on, but a great stop by Abisher to keep his team in it. Hayduk there. Tried to spin move of his own. Knocked down. Here comes Comrie. Finds Hulse, and oh, did Voninen ever meet Hulse there? Here comes Hayduk. Back the other way. Final seconds of the power play. He takes a big hit. Big hits everywhere in this game so far. There's another one from Forsberg. Penalty is over. We're back to even strength. Here comes Hayduk. Takes a bump from Hulse. Comrie for an outlet. He's bumped by Voninen. Blake back the other way. Finds Hayduk. Blake gets a backhander off after Hayduk was roughed up in front of the net. Here's Taff. Taff takes a little bit of a bump, and Roosevelt will come back the other way. Michael Roosevelt in front. Oh, he couldn't get the shot off. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the third period. The Avalanche need to get themselves back into this game. Shot there way wide of the net, and Roosevelt will pick it up at the point. Move it in. He's down low with it. Back in front to Forsberg, and what a stop by Brian Boucher. A potential game-saving stop on that one for Boucher, keeping his team in the lead. Here's Nikolitin back in front. His wrist shot from a sharp angle, stopped by Boucher. And the Coyotes will bring it back the other way. Hit there. Johnson, Westrom. Westrom's shot hits off of Johnson in front. There's Rupp turning and firing. The scramble in front of the Colorado net. Burnaby. Johnson. He's Stops up. Looks for a pass. He can't find anybody with it. Suchi back on with that one. There's Westrom. A slap shot. Stopped. Vonanen will retrieve that puck. And 3 minutes to go here in the third. Nikolitin bringing it back. His slap shot. Blocked easily. Svatos trying to wrap around play. Couldn't get all of it. Johnson back the other way as we approach the final minute of the third. Shot Westrom. Stopped by Abisher. Here comes Hayduk. Hayduk and Sakic together there. Just knocked down on the way to the net. Final minute has begun. Doan. Blake takes out Langkow. No call on that one. Hayduk turned right over to Doan there. And luckily the Avalanche will get this puck back. Foot into the zone. Forsberg finds Sakic. Blake back at the point. Sakic there. Cannot get the shot off. Excellent defending by the Coyotes. Morris. Shot. Stopped and held by Abisher. So 500 starts so far for the Coyotes. They'd like to be a little bit higher here, but this is a major win potentially just 30 seconds away to start their season. Here comes Sakic. Sakic back into the zone. Spins off. Looks for an outlet. Finds Hayduk. Scores! Milan Hayduk. We're not done here yet. 22 seconds to go in the game. We've got a 1-goal lead. Pumped up on the bench. And this line will stay out. 22.8 to go. Sakic wins the draw. He's hooked off. Cale Hulse will have it. Kill some extra time. There's Doan. Doan still with the puck in front. Final 10 seconds to go here. Abisher might get off in favor of an extra attacker. Sakic looking for an outlet. Finds Forsberg in front, but he couldn't get the shot away. And time will run out. The Phoenix Coyotes get a huge win at home against a top team in the Western Conference in the Colorado Avalanche. Mike Comrie's third period goal proves to be the winner. Third star of the game, David Tanabe, an assist. Mike Comrie, of course, the game winner tonight. And Ladislav Nagy added one earlier in the game as well. A phenomenal game from the Phoenix Coyotes. For all of us here, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with more Avalanche hockey on the next broadcast. So I didn't really expect that to happen in that one. That was an interesting game. Coyotes are pretty damn good. Offensively, they're a pretty solid team. I like their defense too. There's a lot to like about that team. And Boucher, talked him up a little bit before the game started. He was excellent. Taking a look here, though, Chris Gratton is now on a cold streak again. He hasn't really done much since his two-goal game. That probably 3 or 4 games back now. Paul Kariya day-to-day with the flu. There's days in between here. I'm not really going to touch Kariya too much here. I don't feel like putting anybody in for him right now, especially considering he's our best goal scorer at the moment. So we're going to leave him in the lineup. We're not going to take him out. So we've got some new emails here to take a look at, and we'll of course preview the Minnesota Wild. So just a quick trade summary from around the league. We have Tom Poti going from the Rangers to the Florida Panthers for Christian Berglund. Probably not much there. Poti seems like the better player, I should say. But it looks like the Rangers are trying to either get really young or something here. I'm not sure. Unless maybe that was Detroit. I cannot remember. Some big moves from the New York Rangers early on in the season. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to go on. We'll take a look at the lines here. Kariya seems like he's fine. He doesn't look like he doesn't have a thing next to him or anything sick or anything like that. Don't know if... Oh, I've got Darby Hendrickson here. Maybe I'll throw Darby Hendrickson in for Chris Gratton, considering he is a... See if I just take Gratton out. Hey, that line goes up +1 as well. So that's pretty good. We'll go with that. I've liked this line so far. I've liked Nikolitin and Svatos a lot. Barnaby's been very quiet, but I'm not going to really make too many moves on that line, I don't really think there's anything really to go over. Again, the fourth line right now is just not playing much. Oh, I shouldn't look at Darby Hendricks, and that's a bad one to go off of. But Konowalchuk, let's see. Take a look at his stats here. I wanted to see his minutes. Maybe I can go find that in the player stats section. So if we're taking a look at the bottom minutes on this team, Konowalchuk's only played 26 minutes through the first 7 games of the season, so he's averaging less than 4 minutes per game right now. So Hall, Konowalchuk, again, we could probably look at potentially moving these guys. Like that whole fourth line. If the fourth line's not getting played by the AI, it makes it so that those guys are tradable. We can put really bad players on that fourth line and not really have to worry about anything. I have an upgrade I can do. Alright, so I threw it on Assistant GM. Basically just gives us an extra 5% that our trade will be accepted if we're on the fringe or something like that, so that's pretty good. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to go on. Of course, we made that Darby Hendrickson's coming into the lineup in favor of Chris Gratton. But we're going to take a look now at the matchup against the Minnesota Wild. So Minnesota sitting with 12 points, second in the league. A very tight race at the top of the league so far to start the season. They've won 3/4 of their games. We're not very far behind. This will be an interesting one. Of course, Minnesota, again, very heavy goaltending team. Otherwise, a couple weapons on offense. West Wall's probably still here. Maybe he is, I'm not even sure. Marian Gaborik, the big one, of course, the best offensive player they have. But as you guys can see, the overalls between everything right now, they don't really match up to us. But neither did the Coyotes, and they won that game pretty well. So goals for, very identical. Goals against, very similar. Power play and the penalty kill, again, with the glitch I was talking about the beginning of this episode. I'm not really going to put too much stock into the power play and penalty kill in this game. This is where this game is going to be won and lost, I think. So, again, Abisher at home playing as a 97, +3 for him. Rolison is a phenomenal goaltender. Again, both guys, all 3 stars, all 5 categories. So, an excellent team right here, or goaltending matchup, I should say, for these two. So I'm really looking forward to that in the next episode. That's going to be a lot of fun. These two goalies going against one another. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Again, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more of this content, of course, there's more content all across the channel. If you want this content as soon as it uploads, of course, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And as always, guys, I will catch you on the next one.